Known for her beauty and connection to Kāne, Kāneʻohe is on the east side of Oʻahu in the moku of Koʻolau. While Kāneʻohe town also includes Heʻeia, the ahupua'a begins at the top of the pali. From Konahua Nui, it runs across the Koʻolau to Lanihuli, then over to Keahiaka, then out to the bay and beyond, including Mokumanu and most of Mokapu, where Kamakau says man was first made by the gods. Created 2 million years ago by one of the largest landslides on Earth, this ancient amphitheater has been sculpted since by the elements. Windward Oʻahu's weather is spoken of often in story and song. From the vili wind of the Koʻolau to the kaniko'o rain tapping like a cane, and the moaʻe that blow across the bay. Heau Koʻolau akuia, that is Koʻolau weather. Once a place of aina momona, Kāneʻohe helped feed her people with extensive terraces of kalo, heavily cultivated kula, and many local kuapā, like Waikalua.
When the Hawaiians engineered these ponds, going back 800 years, and Waikalua is only 400 years old, that it was one of the greatest feats of Hawaiian engineering in the history of the Hawaiian people, I think. Because the transition from being a hunter and gatherer and getting protein and fish from the open ocean to actually being able to farm fish so that they would have access to protein anytime was an incredible accomplishment.
Kāneʻohe Bay once had as many as 30 fish ponds. Destroyed by dredging and development, there are only a handful of loʻi left.
90% of the fish ponds that were built from 800 years ago to now are gone. They're gone forever. But the ones that remain, and there's enough remaining on the major Hawaiian islands that I think we can inspire people. We're not going to be able to feed the masses like, the old days, but hopefully inspire people to understand, what aloha aina means. How do we have aloha for the land in which Akua has provided for us?
Many Akua and ali'i have called Kāneʻohe home.
Kāneʻohe, bamboo man. What about the man in the bamboo? Kāne is the source of all fresh water. Kāne is the source of sunlight. In some halaus, Kāne is the deity of kalo. Today, everybody has their gourd, their water bottle that they carry around because it's hot and thirsty. But this is a ipu, a gourd, Yeti flasks back in the day, right? And so this embodiment that holds the water belongs to Lono. And so Lono's flask is the ipu o Lono. Lono from a compass direction is south, and so Kona winds, Kona rains, that's Lono. This side of the island, the windward side of the island, your rains come from the north and from the east. And so that's the realm of Kāne. So the trade winds come this way, they drop rain here, they hit the mountain, they get squeezed like a sponge, and then it goes down into Kalihi and Manoa and all those other places, right? So Kāneʻohe, this is the kinola of Kāne. Water goes in. Kāne, Lono, right? Kāne, iloko ka'ohe, the man in the bamboo, the akua that lives in the bamboo. Kāneʻohe.
From the sacred bamboo of Kukuio Kāne to the sweet hala groves of Kekele, this has been an important ahupua'a since ancient times. It's where Olopana was tricked, trying to sacrifice Kamapua'a and Kawa'ewa'i Heiau. La'amaikahiki introduced the Pahu at Waihau Kalua, and peace was brokered between Peleʻioholani and Alapa'i at Naoneala'a. When Kamehameha became king in 1795, He kept most of Kāneʻohe for himself, passing it down through Kamehameha III. When Kauikeʻuli died in 1859, Queen Kalama inherited over 20,000 acres of the vineyard side. In 1865, Kāneʻohe Sugar Company opened, and the fields were soon filled with cane. A railroad and pier were built in Heʻia to shuttle sugar to Honolulu. By the early 1900s, sugar made way for rice, before pineapple eventually took over. By the 1930s, it was cattle from the Pali to Mokapu. Connected by ancient fish ponds Nu'upia, Kaluapuhi, and Halekou, Mokapu was an important resource on a bay known for abundance.
My dad was an avid diver, and he was well known. So he would go fish for people and go free diving in Kāneʻohe Bay. And they would go like near Coconut Island, circle out and drop some lobster traps. Drop one, come circle and come back around, wait a bit, come back to the first one, loaded with lobster. You almost didn't need to go shopping, or you did in a certain way. It's like food was like so abundant.
Growing up in Kāneʻohe back in the days was like really simple living. You know, it was very black and white back in those days. And there was like no traffic. A lot of mom and pop stores. When we were coming up from William Henry to get up onto Kamehameha Highway, on the left was Doty's Supermarket, and then on the right was the Chevron service station. And that's, I mean, we didn't have those 2-story buildings or 4-story buildings. Everything was low to the ground, very, you know, simple.
So as a child, as far back as I remember, some music in our garage, in our house, with my dad playing, another uncle on steel guitar, my grandpa on upright bass, my grandma with the ukulele. For me, at some point, I guess it was inevitable, the ukulele, then the guitar. It's like, okay, I've been exposed to this for 8-10 years of my life, might as well try it. A couple years later, one of our family garage parties, my uncles brought Gabby over, and that moment changed my life. I remember we'd be sitting and Gabby started playing, and I'd grab a guitar, and because I was already sort of familiar, I could figure out what tuning and follow along, and he'd look at me, and then he started to just teach me some philosophy, some of his music, some of his songs, and that began a relationship. It's incredible.
Learning Hawaiian values is important.
Can you guys say the word pono? That means doing the right thing or finding the balance, okay? It's one of the Hawaiian values, very important. Harmony with each other. And the next word we're going to share with you is a Hawaiian value called malama. Can you all say malama? Malama. You malama aina is when you take care of the yard, or when you take care of the farm, or when you take care of your grandma. Malama is caring for something. The third value we want to talk about, which we discussed when you were coming in, is aloha. Okay, everybody knows that word. It means hello and goodbye. But it also means expressing affection for somebody. When you go and you hug your grandma, that's aloha for your grandma or your mom or your dad or your sister and brother or friends and teachers. Those are all important in the word aloha. This next value is called kuleana. Say kuleana. Kuleana. So kuleana is our job, whatever we do in our community. Some are the farmers, some are the policemen, the fishermen. The other jobs, that is kuleana. What is your responsibility? Okay, and the last value we're going to talk about today is mana. Mana is inner spirit, the inner thing, the excitement in your life, the God force that we are all given. Hawaiians believe the mana is contained in our bones. So you receive a lot of your strength through the mana you get from doing good deeds, from being good in your life. Mana is important in everybody's life.
Giving back is also important.
So I think it's a full circle moment. That's what I like to say. It's, you know, you get to pour into the community that's poured into you growing up, and I think that's so special. It's just always about family. That's what I realized. Like whenever my dad shared stories, it was always about our family and the traditions that were built all the way from our great-grandpa, going all the way down to, you know, our family now, and we still hold those traditions that that our kupuna had before us.
My grandmother would sell leis at the boat harbor. And today, a good friend of mine, we have a business where we do native Hawaiian plants. So our grandparents, our kupuna, they use these plants for healing. And we want to make sure that these stories live on and it's passed down from generation to generation.
Ele ele kulana, o aina ike. Profound is the wisdom that comes from the aina. We have to inspire the next generation of children to be able to seek that profound wisdom.
To make sure that we can save Kāneʻohe and keep Kāneʻohe as a very special place. Enjoy all of the gifts that we've had for all these years and generations.